This newest story that I have been working on is called Under Suspicion, and it's a thriller slash romance. This story was entered into the Vellies contest on Kindle Vella. Um, so it's an ongoing story, and the Vellies had certain specifications and rules that you had to follow. So I had to do a new story. It couldn't be one that was already on Vella, and it couldn't be nonfiction. It couldn't be like erotica or children's books or anything like that. So that's why I did a thriller, which is a little bit different for me. The only other story I have on Vella that's like this one is Double Crossed. So I'm going to read the summary of the story, and then I'm going to read all of episode 11 on here. Okay, Under Suspicion. Shawnee is an old-fashioned woman who lives a quiet, unassuming life by herself ever since she and her live-in boyfriend called it quits on their relationship after he was caught cheating. As soon as she begins to move past the breakup, her ex unexpectedly comes back into the picture, complete with a new look, a new job, and a focus on reconciliation. When Shawnee reluctantly accepts an apology gift from him, she unknowingly sets herself on a collision course of lies, suspicion, and murder. Okay, here is episode 11. The hair on the back of Shawnee's neck stood up in response to the sound. She swallowed against the lump that was forming in her throat, wondering if she should call Kevin's name out one last time or continue on her path of retreat. What if he was in there? Was he lying on the floor, injured? Did the blood on the carpet and the wall belong to him, or was it Ashley's? Was it even Kevin in the bathroom, or was it someone else? Shit. Shawnee's fight or flight response stalled with indecision. The wayward thought surged through her head as she saw the bathroom door begin to open. Only when a gloved hand became visible along the edge of the door did Shawnee's body, frozen to the spot in fear, suddenly spring into self-preserving action. She scrambled to exit the bedroom, letting out a yelp of surprise as she stumbled over the mess on the carpet. As she breached the bedroom into the hallway, a lumbering, rock-solid body connected with her back, and they both went sprawling to the floor. Shawnee immediately began wiggling and bucking beneath the assailant, but her efforts were in vain. She opened her mouth to let out a scream, only for that large gloved hand to clamp down around the entire bottom part of her face. Shh, came a deep, menacing voice right beside her ear. Too frightened to even form a coherent thought, Shawnee's movements stilled, her eyes wide with panic and darting back and forth as she glanced down the hall. She realized with a sinking feeling that safety was only a few steps away. Well, who might you be? The man continued in a curious conversational tone. Kevin never mentioned a pretty little thing like you. Shawnee's nails dug into the flooring beneath her, and a muffled, terrified whimper escaped beneath the man's palm. Wait a minute, you must be the ex, the assailant suddenly exclaimed with recognition as his grip tightened along her jaw. Well, shit, he definitely downgraded with that skinny little blonde bitch. Shawnee's heart was about ready to pound out of her chest. She needed to do something, but with the way she was sprawled out on her stomach, with this guy spread-eagled upon her back, she couldn't exactly get a look at him. She couldn't even move. Her only hope at this point was if Mindy got worried enough about her that she would decide to enter the apartment building and check on her. Deciding to try a different tactic, Shawnee attempted to utter the word please and turn her head to the side to give the man an imploring look. Big mistake. Apparently, the guy didn't want to be seen. The hand that had been covering her mouth suddenly moved into her hair, gripping the strands at the crown of her skull. Before she could even plead for mercy, her face was forcefully slammed against the floor. An explosion of light and pain flashed through Shawnee's head as it connected with a hard surface. She thought for sure that the impact would knock her out, but unfortunately, she remained conscious to see the blood from her nose splatter a pattern upon the wood. That wasn't a wise choice, sweetheart, the man spat out when he realized she was still awake, his fingers remaining entwined in her hair. Tears fell from Shawnee's eyes, the droplets of water diluting the deep red color of the blood as it mixed together. She bit her lip, holding in the cry that threatened to erupt out of her. Where is it? The grip on her hair tightened with a question. Struggling to make sense out of what was happening, Shawnee didn't answer in an appropriate amount of time, causing her assailant to yank her head back and repeat angrily, Where is it? Shawnee squealed in pain, hitting her hand against the floor in desperation and smearing the blood droplets. Ow, where's what? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so that's episode 11. I have 13 episodes of this one so far. It's an ongoing story. And again, you can find it on Amazon Kindle Vella, or you can go to my Linktree to find all my other stories. My author name is J. Eva Lee, and I hope you like it.